Warning for the faint-hearted.
This manhwa contains sensitive scenes and frightening elements. Viewer discretion is advised. The manhwa begins with a girl lying on the ground, covered in wounds and blood. She speaks to herself, "I feel lonely. I am alone." She reaches her hand toward the sky, repeating, "I'm alone, alone, isolated like this. I don't want to live. I want to die. I want to die." We move to another scene. Our heroine says, "Currently, it is the year 2008. For first-year students at Damkar High School, there are rules. First, never enter the abandoned building behind the school hill. Second, do not talk to or touch Gyeon-ha from class 1-3. Third, do not approach either of them because they are cursed." We see the students avoiding her. One girl says, "There she comes, the one who sees ghosts." Another replies, "Be quiet, she'll hear you." Our heroine enters the classroom, where a group of students is already waiting for her, their faces filled with contempt. Their leader says, "Why are you late? What is it? Were you playing with ghosts again and lost track of time? Didn't I tell you to stop that? I even made you a talisman for that reason." Our heroine is on the verge of tears. Her shirt is drawn with talisman symbols. The leader of the bullies, Kim Tae-rin, calls out to her. The heroine thinks to herself, "I'm living as Kim Tae-rin's toy now." She remembers middle school, when everything started because of a small misunderstanding with Kim Tae-rin. That misunderstanding turned into rumors that spread uncontrollably. After entering high school, Kim Tae-rin began seriously harassing her. In the classroom, in the bathroom, in the gym storage room. The entire school was under their control. We see the heroine in the storage room, surrounded by traces of torture and bullying, tears in her eyes. A bully mocks her. "Hey, why are you crying?" They laugh at her. Another bully, Park Soo-hyuk, taps her forehead and says, "People who see ghosts should dress like them and act like them." She replies nervously, "Why? Why are you doing this? You all know I can't actually see ghosts." Kim Tae-rin, holding a cigarette, smiles sarcastically and says, "Who knows? It's just fun. Or do you think there has to be a reason? Something you can't talk about?" "No, I just enjoy watching you suffer, that's all." Shocked, the heroine thinks, if I had never met her in middle school, would this terrible reality have changed even a little? She runs away, hearing laughter behind her. "Hey, where are you going? Are you trying to escape?" After running for a long time, exhausted, she stops and says, "I can't run anymore." She feels chills through her body and looks around. This place, is this the annex building where ghosts are said to appear? How did I end up here? She hears the bullies calling her name and hides behind bushes in terror. "They're trying to find her," they say. Trembling, she thinks, "If they catch me again, what should I do?" She looks at the annex building. The chain on the door is weaker than I expected. I have to act smart. She quietly slips inside, thinking, "I hate being caught more than death." She climbs the stairs and stands before the annex door. Up close, it looks even scarier. She enters and looks around. "I heard this used to be a third-year building, but it was closed and abandoned for 10 years. It feels like time stopped here." She sees a shadow reflected in the mirror and panics. The sky outside is clear, but the moment I stepped in here, the light turned gloomy, as if the weather changed. She enters a classroom. I don't know why, but it's not as scary as the rumors said. She wipes dust off a desk. "If I stay here, no one will find me, right?" Suddenly, the bullies enter. Kim Tae-rin says, "What made you so scared? There are rumors that ghosts appear here. I always wanted to bring a ghost here someday, and who knew you'd come on your own?" She finds a book on the floor. "What's this book? It looks too old to be yours." Summoning a ghost as a guest. A spirit summoning ritual, right? She smiles cruelly and calls the heroine's name. Gyeon-ha, this sounds fun, doesn't it? It really does. The heroine panics and tries to escape, but Park Soo-hyuk grabs her by the hair. Trying to escape through the back door? Kim Tae-rin smiles. Before that, kneel down and apologize for trying to run. She pushes her to her knees on broken glass. The heroine screams in pain. Kim Tae-rin orders Konbona, hold her down so she can't stand. The glass pierces her knees, blood flowing. Kim Tae-rin says, "You came alone to a forbidden place, especially class 1-3, the place full of ghost stories. So you lied about not seeing ghosts. The truth is, you can see them, right?" The heroine cries, "No! I entered this room by accident." Konbona sits on her back. "Really? Does that make sense?" The heroine thinks, "I really don't know anything. I don't see ghosts." Kim Tae-rin approaches her. "Then let's do this. If you do everything I say, I'll send you home safely." She tears pages from the book, draws talismans, and orders Park Soo-hyuk to hold her tightly. Blood covers the heroine's knees. He whispers in her ear, "Relax, unless you want me to smash your pretty face." Kim Tae-rin sticks talismans on the windows. Park Soo-hyuk asks, "What are you writing?" She answers, "They're welcome words. You have to stick them on all doors and windows to invite the guest. Don't you think doing everything possible will increase the chance of the ghost coming, even a little?" He laughs slyly. "When it comes to tormenting others, you're really dedicated," he adds. "Didn't people say you and Kim Tae-rin were close friends until middle school?" Before the heroine can answer, Konbona interrupts. "Park Soo-hyuk, what are you doing?" Kim Tae-rin says, "I told him to. Are you done?" Konbona replies, "I only have this left." They prepare a table in the middle of the room, chocolate as food and tap water as drink. Kim Tae-rin says, "It's modest, but isn't it enough to offer something ghosts might like?" She squeezes blood from the heroine's knees into a cup. For the final candle, we'll use Gyeon-ha's phone flashlight. She shows her the book. All you have to do is read exactly what's written. The heroine reads, stuttering in fear. "Please enter. Welcome, sir. The offering awaits you. Please come." Kim Tae-rin says, "Good, it's done." They grab the heroine and throw her into a closet. Kim Tae-rin locks it and says, "Oh, I forgot to mention. The one who welcomes the guest must stay until all rituals are completed." The heroine screams, "You promised you'd let me go." Kim Tae-rin replies through the crack, "The book says no one can leave until the summoning is fully complete." She smiles. "For old time's sake, I'll check on you tomorrow morning." They leave, laughing. If a real ghost appears, the rumors about you will finally become true. The poor heroine tries to get out and cries, "No, don't go. Please open the door. I'm begging you, please open it, please." They leave the classroom. Park Soo-hyuk says, "Wait, if we drink here, no one will know. By the way, why is the hallway so dark?" Konbona replies, "That's true. They completely shut all the doors and windows. They really closed everything. Why did they do that?" Park asks mockingly, "What? Are you scared?" She answers, What are you talking about? He says. It's an abandoned building anyway. No problem. They stop in the middle of the building. Kim Tae-rin interrupts them while taking out her cigarettes. Guys, go on ahead without me. Park replies, Okay, we'll wait for you at the entrance. See you later. The other girl grabs Park's arm and says, Let's go. We'll wait for you outside, and pulls him away quickly, surprising Kim Tae-rin. Park asks, Why are you in such a hurry? She answers nervously, Damn it, aren't you scared at all? I just pretended everything was normal because Kim Tae-rin was there. I know she's not afraid of anything, but this place especially has all kinds of rumors surrounding it. They suddenly freeze in place. Park Soo-hyuk says, Wait, up ahead. Don't you think there's someone there? She turns to him and says, What? What are you talking about? We made sure there was no one when we came in. He points his phone flashlight toward the stairs. Konbona's face turns pale with fear, and they see the shadow of someone at the end of the staircase moving toward them. The scene shifts to Kim Tae-rin, who wonders, What is that sound? She goes down the stairs and is shocked to find her two companions lying unconscious on the floor. She rushes toward them, confused. She then looks at her reflection in the mirror and freezes when she sees a strange shadow behind her. It attacks her, plunging its hand into her head, and she collapses, losing consciousness as well. Inside the closet, the heroine cries and begs for help. Later, she wonders, how much time has passed? My wound still hurt. Why is it so cold? It's summer. She hears whispers, blood, human blood. She peeks through the crack and sees ghosts gathered around the table, fighting over the offerings. Terrified, she thinks, the ghosts came here because of me. If they find me, it's over. She closes her eyes tightly. The noises stop. She opens her eyes and sees all the ghosts staring directly at her. A terrifying voice says,
You!
A ghost points at the closet and opens it. Standing before her, it asks,
Did you summon me?
Trembling, she cries, What did I summon? What is this? We see the face of our heroine, terrified, as the ghost approaches her and smells her scent. She is on the verge of fainting from fear. Then he moves away, and she thinks to herself, Does this mean he really left? She comes out of the closet and stands in front of him in fear, only to see the ghost playing with the light of her phone. He calls her name, and our heroine, trembling, says that his voice sounds as if it's coming from deep underwater. Then he asks her,
Why did you summon me? Was it to treat me like that man? Did you summon me just to turn me into a tool in your hands?
Shocked, the heroine stammers, No, that's not true. This all happened because of my classmates. They kept bullying me all the time. He reaches out his hand toward her and says,
That's impossible!
While pointing at her bleeding feet.
Your blood led me here.
Terrified, she replies, And that's their fault too. They were the ones who put my blood in the cup. She grabs her hands together, begging him, I didn't mean to anger you, ghosts. Please don't hurt me. He answers,
I don't think you're lying. I saw 3 people there.
The heroine remembers the bullies in shock. He continues,
But that scent only came from you alone. It's the smell of an outcast abandoned by the world. Well, I like it.
He extends his shadow toward the terrified heroine and says,
You're like me.
She screams in fear, No, I don't want this. He replies,
Even the heavy loneliness I feel coming from you.
She trembles in his grasp and cries, "No, let me go, please. Save me, please." She begins to lose consciousness. We then see someone holding a flashlight pointed at her. It turns out to be the guard, who says to himself, "I saw a light shining from the window, so I came closer. Then I found children collapsed in front of the hallway, and now this." We see the heroine standing as he asks, "Student, which class are you in? Can't you hear me?" She is lifted into the air, her feet not touching the ground, shocking the guard. "Hey, you, student!" She suddenly falls to the ground, and the guard rushes toward her. She looks at him as she hears him say, "Are you okay? Try to stay conscious." Then she faints. The heroine opens her eyes and looks around, saying, "This isn't my home, and I'm still wearing my school uniform." She lifts the blanket and notices bandages on her knees, then says in surprise, "That's right, last night." She continues, "I woke up to find myself in a hospital near the school, not in the annex building as I expected. I heard that the security guard reported me and Kim Tae-rin and the others. The doctor arrives holding her phone and says, 'I couldn't reach your father. Is this the correct guardian's number?' She replies, 'Ah, it's okay.' She turns and sees Kim Tae-rin unconscious in the bed next to her, her nose broken. Shocked, she says, 'How could 4 people all pass out like that? What did I really see? Was it a dream? I don't know, my head is a mess.' She then finds a badge in her pocket with the name Lee Hae-soo on it. The scene shifts to the heroine, Konbona, and their companion standing before the teacher. Konbona says, "Teacher, we were worried because Gyeon-ha kept skipping class, so we went to the annex building." Park Soo-hyuk adds, "Yes, teacher. Gyeon-ha was doing something. She was performing a ritual to summon ghosts. We tried to stop her, and suddenly everyone fainted." The heroine interrupts, "No, teacher, that's a lie." The teacher says, "You 3, tell me the truth. What really happened last night?" The heroine replies, "I was forced." The teacher cuts her off. "Here we go again. Don't you know the annex building is strictly off limits?" He then looks at a bouquet labeled Chairman Kim Jae-yeon and says, "This morning, Tae-rin's father called to inform us that Tae-rin is in the hospital with a broken nose and still unconscious." Turning to the poor heroine, he says, "Gyeon-ha, it's not just that you skip class and disrupt the atmosphere. You spread rumors about ghosts. And now your friend is in this condition." She tries to explain, "No, teacher, it's not like that. The truth is..." "Enough," he interrupts. Then he asks the others, "Park Soo-hyuk, Konbona, are you 2 okay? Any injuries?" They answer that they're fine. "Then go back to your classes. Gyeon-ha, you stay." They leave, and Konbona stares at the heroine triumphantly. The teacher says quietly, "Gyeon-ha, whatever you saw or whatever happened in the annex building, don't tell anyone. I'm about to retire. Just stay quiet for a few years. You remember who called earlier, don't you? You understand what I mean." Gyeon-ha leaves with tearful eyes, sad because no one defended her. She was only threatened and silenced. Konbona calls out to her, and we see them waiting outside. The scene moves to the stairs, where they surround the heroine. Konbona grabs her by the hair and says, "Seriously, tell me the truth. I saw a ghost on the annex stairs last night, and I don't remember anything after that. Even if we all fainted, how did you come out of the closet alone? Are you really possessed?" The heroine replies, I really don't know. Kombona smirks. So that's how it is? Do you know who called earlier? Kim Tae-rin just woke up. She leans close and whispers, when she comes back, you'll be dead. Terrified, the heroine hears her say, no time to transfer, just drop out of school quickly. Park adds, do you know what Kim Tae-rin's father does? He's a powerful lawyer at a huge firm. You're just a beggar with no idea of her status. He can erase anything that happens to you without caring. Kombona sneers. Does that bother you? Then tell your father too. Oh wait, is he even around? They leave laughing. Park says, oh, Kombona is really good at clever insults. Stop flattering me, she says, laughing. She turns back and adds, by the way, Tae-rin says she wants to see you. Are you excited? We then see the heroine alone in an empty classroom. On the board it says, move to the science lab for class. She stands by her desk, reading the words carved behind it and says, why is everyone acting like this? Are they desperate because they couldn't kill me? She begins to cry. Why, by the creator of the heavens, does no one hear my screams? She looks out the window and whispers, will death be my final refuge and ease this burden? She opens the window and stands on the edge. Yes, if I just surrender to this fate. She trembles, steps down and says, but I don't even have the courage to die. A voice says,
were you really about to jump?
She looks up and sees the ghost forming in front of her. Shocked and terrified, she hears him say,
if you're in trouble, you did summon me after all.
She replies, that form, it's like a dream. He asks,
did you keep what I left you?
Nervously, she answers, do you mean this badge? She pulls it out with trembling hands. Yes, he replies. She asks, does this badge have your name on it? He answers,
yes, it does.
Terrified, she thinks, what is your goal? Why are you by my side? He asks her,
do you want me to help you? Free you from everyone who hurts you?
She is stunned. He continues,
invite me back into your class. Then those who hurt you will never return again.
Shaking with fear, she asks, but why do you care about me? He smiles.
Didn't I tell you? You're like me. From now on, I'll be your friend.
She thinks, what should I do? This is unbelievable. A friendship with a ghost. Should I believe him? This might be even more dangerous. She remembers the teacher saying, don't tell anyone. Live quietly like a mouse for a few years. She remembers Kombona saying, when she returns, you'll really be dead. She whispers, if I have to live rejected and cast out, then it's better to become friends with ghosts. She stands up. The ghost says,
looks like you've made your decision.
He laughs and says,
the method is the same as last night. Offer what you'll sacrifice. Put the blood on the table and invite me.
She pricks her finger with the badge pin, lets the blood drip onto it and says, please, welcome guest, welcome. The badge begins to disappear. Terrified, she watches as the ghost forms completely and says,
finally, it's done.
He transforms into a human form and says,
let's greet each other properly once again. Pleased to meet you, student.
We see the ghost as a handsome young man. He approaches the stunned heroine and says, my name is Lee Hae-soo. She narrates, At the moment I heard his voice, I felt fear, and at the same time, a faint sense of hope. But I didn't realize then that this choice would lead to terrible consequences in the future. And here we reach the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive all new updates, and of course, share your opinions in the comments, because they matter to me.